I'm still groggy from watching the Celtics last night and the Red Sox to see if we were going to get another no-hitter 2 days in a row. Where's Councilman Coughlin? I know he was in the room. Is he still here? Did he leave? That was one of our other dignitaries that was here today. He has said and suggested that I need to go to the St. Patty's Day luncheon next year because they need a Republican that they can do some jokes with. I said, absolutely, I will do that. It's a great pleasure to be here. I want to introduce a couple of people before I begin my remarks. And I'm going to talk about advocacy today. It's something that we need to do, and we need to do a better job of. But before I do that, let me introduce a couple of people. We have the pleasure today of being shadowed. Both Senator Tarr and I are sharing an Ipswich High School student who had to shadow a legislator. So we decided we would bring her to SeniorCare because we're very proud of this agency. And we thought it would be a great place for her to see and to acknowledge what this agency does. And that's Zan Duback, who is following me and Senator Tarr today. We're sharing her. So stand up. She's a junior at Ipswich High School. She serves the school very well, represents it very well. So thank you. And of course, my aide, Jody Tozier, I want to introduce only because many of you who work at SeniorCare get to talk to Jody more than you do me sometimes. And I wanted to put a face to the name. So Jody, welcome. And before I begin talking about advocacy, I try and let you folks know how much we appreciate what you do for our offices. I know Representative Grant and Representative Berger agree that if it wasn't for this agency, many of our senior citizens would go without. The programs, and George and I just looked at each other as we were lifting this card, really tells a great story of what SeniorCare truly, truly does. And I'm going to not only take this with me, but I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to send it to many of my seniors in my district, because I think we need to get the message out of what you do and the job that you do for these senior citizens. It doesn't go unnoticed by our offices. Our offices truly appreciate the job that you do, and I'm going to give you a couple of stories of how you helped the Hill office in the past year, and to thank you for what you did for us. I got a call from an anonymous resident in the town of Ipswich who was very concerned that a senior citizen that was living next door to him wasn't well, wasn't eating, didn't have the heat, this was during the winter time, and was afraid that the wife, who had had medical problems, wasn't being taken care of. What could he do but not know that it was him that was calling? I immediately called SeniorCare up because truly I didn't know what to do, but I knew you would. It didn't take days. It didn't even take hours. It took minutes for someone to call and drive by that residence to ensure that that senior couple got the help that they needed. And as it turns out, they did need some assistance. They needed a lot of assistance. If it wasn't for SeniorCare, they would not have gotten the help that they needed, because no one would have been able to go and do what you did for them. So for that, I thank you. And it wasn't one individual that took care of this. It was a team of individuals that took care of this couple. So for that, I'm forever grateful. You were there for them and for our office. It meant a lot to us to know that you were there, but also it meant a great deal to that couple who to this day does not know how SeniorCare became part of their life. And that was extraordinary. So thank you for that. I look at Jane, and I want to thank you for the Meals on Wheels program. As I have come to find yearly, when I'm allowed, and I'm sure my colleagues get to do this as well, we get to go and deliver the meals to the citizens that you serve. And it's come to my attention on many, many occasions that I am that person that they get to interact with on a daily basis. And more times than not, it's the only person that they see in their daily lives. And it makes a huge, huge difference. And I want to personally thank you for the job that you do to get the volunteers out there to ensure that these people are fed, but at the same time, kind of looking after these individuals and the friendships that have been created through this program. So thank you very much.